What's up, everyone? You're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. I am Thejas, and this is your Smackdown and AEW Rampage review, guys. Before we get into this review, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And let me know what you guys thought about this week's Smackdown and Rampage in the comment section below. So now let's get into this. And so, if we first kick this off with the Paul Heyman kind of a segment, you can say. He was standing waiting for Roman Reigns because that was the biggest thing that was being advertised. Roman Reigns returning to SmackDown. We didn't see last week, so yeah, that was there. And then we go to the first match: Sasha Banks and Toni Storm versus the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair and Shotzi. This was a okay match, I would say. You can pretty much watch it. It was nothing. There was nothing spectacular, amazing, or something of sorts. But the star and the building, the new women's and all. That's the main thing that was here, because Sasha Banks and Charlotte both were helping Storm and Shotzi to get over in their respective roles, you can say. So pretty much it's evident. So for that, I would say it was a good thing done by SmackDown. So I would say it was a okay, nice little match, can say. But by the little, I don't say this was a little match. This was a really long match. It takes 18 minutes long. While it was long, I would say, but it still, you can watch it through, I would say, because the stars, as I said. So that was for me. And next we had the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar versus Jinder Mahal and Shanky. I mean, nothing much to say about here, but Viking Raiders are getting built up. I think maybe they go for the tag team championship in the early part of the next year. Yeah, I want to have some changes in the tag team division, guys. The New Day thing is very monotonous and boring right now. But yeah, next we had the Happy Corbin segment, the cringiest and awful segment that every SmackDown has, and the jokes that they tell is more awful than, man, than every SmackDown you see. It's bad. So I'm not into this. I'm not. Drew McIntyre is stuck into this feud. But anyway, he's not going to lose, I guess. So Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. They didn't confirm, but I guess they are going to confirm at day one. I'm not excited. They are making this day one as big as possible, and yeah, the card is looking really good, and I'm waiting for the day one pay-per-view, guys. So next we had the Rich Holland versus Cesaro. Short match, but Cesaro is a kind of a guy who is really fun to watch in any aspect, in a house show, live event or something, or a television environment or a pay-per-view. You could expect that this guy is good. And even Sheamus Rich Holland thing is also kind of okay, I would say. It's nice working until I think so Sheamus could turn on Rich, and Rich becomes babyface, and then Cesaro Sheamus have a team, I guess. Maybe that's what my thought is coming to. But let's see, man. But Rich Holland beat Cesaro here. He was selling the rib by the attack of Rich, so that was perfectly fine match. Yeah, fine match. Next we had the Naomi versus Shayna Baszler. I mean, we've been seeing this thing a lot of times, and she comes out and she speaks about Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville says that you have another challenge. It's another Shayna, and doesn't go to some 30 seconds or something. It was done. Yeah, I mean, I think they are going to have this match at day one, but they're just dragging out. Just they are playing with the fans. Anyways, next we had the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso versus King Woods and Kofi Kingston. You could say this is match after match after match, endless amount of matches that we have seen between these two teams. But you can say every time these two teams are on there in a match, it's very solid, man. And this was solid as well. It was solid wrestling, solid action. I thought that was perfectly okay. Yeah, to have this, but yeah, nothing much amazing or something, but you can watch it. Okay things that was going on, I would say, in the show. But then got the big stuff. Roman Reigns arrives and he had his needle mover shirt. That was great, man. That was great. And we were in Chicago, and he asked about Paul Heyman whose side is on standing on, and he says that he's protecting him from Brock Lesnar. Actually, Reigns asks first, and Heyman says that, and he really wants to not being acknowledged Roman Reigns, that was being shown in the face. And this was a big turn because we just didn't have a fighting. We did have a Superman punch gave by Roman Reigns to Paul Heyman. So that was a big turn, man. This is a big story. This was really surprising, and I really enjoyed this segment. I think Roman Reigns coming out in the end of the show is one of the best things of any show. I'm more enjoyable than opening the show. Opening the show is also good, but ending the show is really good, man. But anyways, this segment rocked. This segment was fantastic, laid out, I would say, and the way the drama was there. And then Brock Lesnar comes and destroys Usos, and that was very fun. And the crowd was hot. And then Roman Reigns tries to hit with the chair, and also try to hit with the concerto on Heyman, and that's pretty much a far that Reigns has gone through in this. So I guess there's no turning back here. So I guess maybe you could see Brock Lesnar Universal Champion. Believe it or not, you should. You would see that. I don't know, but it's a babyface Brock Lesnar this time, and yeah, so it was really fun. It was great, man. I really liked the ending. This was a really average show if you see, but that ending of the show, that really exciting ending, and the biggest story point, biggest storybook ending turn, you can say. And that was great, man. That was great. That was fantastic. I would like to know your thoughts as well on the whole show. How did you thought this show was? I mean, we could say a good show or something, yeah, but you could say that because the main event is one of the biggest turn. So you could say that, but overall I would say this was a pretty okay show, you can say, barring the segment that was there in the last. So yeah, guys, next we get to the AEW Rampage side. AEW Rampage kicks it off with Adam Cole, Young Bucks, and Bobby Fish versus Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Trent, and Rocky Romero. This is a AEW style match, fun match. I'm not a very fan about this kind of match, but this was okay, fun match. Yeah, this Adam Cole Orange Cassidy feud is going on. I'm not a bit interested or something that much, but yeah, that's going. Let's see how it goes. But it was fun, man. The mix up of styles, shenanigans that Young Bucks Super Elite does. So yeah, it was fun. Next, we had the Tay Conti versus Penelope Ford. I thought this was a really underrated match. This is not a very good match, but this was a really solid match. And Tay Conti shows how she's skilled in judo and martial arts, and she really promised her talent in this, and promises a lot of talent, and more than I would say Anna Jay. And Tay Conti is really skilled, and I like this match. I like this match. Whatever time it was nice, I would say, and the way she got the victory, that was also great, I would say. It was a 5 minute match affair, but it was a nice little thing for a submission match, I would say. Next, we had the Eddie Kingston Lucha Brothers Santana and Ortiz versus the Acclaim 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. I'm not a fan of multi-man matches, too much multi-man matches. But because this is a 1 hour format, so I was not very interested to see this match. It's not a singles match or something, so but it was okay, I would say. Okay, decent, but it's better, kind of still better than the first match, Adam Cole match, I would say. A little bit more fun, but and it's a AW style thing, you can say, no selling thing, and I'm not a fan of that kind of thing too much, I would say. If there's a one thing, that's good. But this is a 1 hour show, so you are just having this match again, so kind of match again. So it was okay, it was fun. All of them did a good job, and especially I would say Trent is really looking good, man. Really good, looking good, and I liked his wrestling, and he really looks kind of a heel turn kind of a guy, a very promising heel that he looks kind of in the future. If they want to have the breakup or something, they could do with the Trent, I would say. Just an idea that came through. But this was a Rampage show, guys. It was an okay show, fun show, some nice okay wrestling, I would say. But the biggest thing that we had was Smackdown. I thought that Smackdown show ended big time, so I would give a mark to Smackdown. But if you probably who's watching Smackdown, we would watch Rampage as well in the highlights or something. So I guess we could pretty much you can say watch Rampage and then have the segment of Brock Lesnar. That's gold. But yeah, that was a show review, guys. I hope you liked it. Tell me on the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next review. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, and peace.